Hello all you fine beautiful people, I'm back here once again with another video, and today I'm just going to be giving you my general first impressions of Mirror to the Sky by Yes. Now, I know it's been out for a little bit, and I thought, you know what, I'll give my first impressions. I've listened to it a few times and thought it's better to give first impressions than to do a full out review of it, because I'd have to listen to it a lot more and really dig deeper into it before I actually formed that level of opinion. So I know through listening to people like the Prog Corner, Notes Review, and some other channels talk about the Quest, I think you find pretty much fall into one of two camps. You're either okay with the Quest or you hated it. And I don't think there's anyone who's going to argue saying it's like top 10 Yes albums. I'm very new to Yes, only for about a couple years, and I've really only listened up like a majority up to Termato. After that, it's very hit and miss. Heard a little bit of 90125, little bit of Drama, little bit of probably one song from Big Generator. Haven't heard Union or Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman Howe, Endless Dream from Talk. Open Your Eyes is probably the only album I've heard in full, but that's because I did a full reaction to it. And Homeworld from the Ladder is a song, and after that is I don't think I've heard anything since that. So I come into this very new to Yes, and especially this era of Yes. I know there's a huge contingent of people who say if it's not Yes because it doesn't have John Anderson, it's not Yes it doesn't have Chris Squire, it's not Yes it doesn't have Alan White or Bill Bruford or Make Up a Name. It's not Yes because it doesn't have that person on them. I come to it from the opinion that bands change constantly, especially if you've been around as long as Yes. And it's so rare to find a band to be around and have the same members in a band continually year after year. And yeah, that's just how it goes. But let's get into this. Cut from the Stars. When I first heard this, I got very much David Gilmour Rattle That Lock vibes from it. Just the way the orchestration is. And it's just the first thing that came to mind. I think it's a great song. I did a reaction to it. Second song, All Connected, I also did a reaction video to that one as well. It has very much a feeling of mid-70s Uriah Heep with that soaring slide guitar, guitar in general. Just really good stuff. Like, I'm listening to these songs. At times on these songs, I think one of them I heard felt like the vocals in the mix were just kind of off, just a little bit. But other than that, I think they're very good, serviceable songs. Luminosity, I love this song. I really do. I like the intro to it. It has almost this sinister feeling I get at least when I listen to it. I don't know if that's what you guys hear. But it's really interesting to listen to and hear like the musical like just the musicianship kind of weaving out of one another. I think the bass lines from Billy Sherwood are actually really good on this. I like the keyboards. I believe Jeff Downs is the keyboard player in Yes at the moment. I think a lot of his stuff is actually really interesting to listen to, especially him and Steve Howe kind of playing off one another. Living Out the Dream, a good rocking song. Really good. The title track is amazing. I really like Mirror to the Sky. I think it's a great track. Has a really great opening. Just sucks you in right away, and the more it just weaves in and out, I just find myself listening to this song on repeat. Just keep hitting repeat on this song. There's a couple. Luminosities, another one like that. Cut from the Stars is another one I do that with as well. Circle in Time. I really love John Davidson's voice on this. It feels like a song where he took it and he's like really being John Davidson. He's not trying to be John Anderson. And that's what I like. I think that's more of what if John Davidson just tried to be John Davidson and not try to be John Anderson. it'd be great. I think Yes fans would probably warm up a lot more to it, but there is that Yes contingent that no matter what, I see it in the comments. It's not John Anderson. It's not Yes, but I think it's really good. Um, Unknown Place, once again, another good song. The only problem I have with some of these songs is I feel they just go on a tad too long, which is saying something for Yes, because really the longest song of this album is almost 14 minutes. Not quite as Chris Squire, as the Prog Corner has stated. Chris Squire deemed it, if it's not 15 minutes, it's not epic, but just short of that epic territory. But I think it helps this. Unknown Place, once again, another decent song. 1 Second Is Enough, another okay song. Magic Potion, same thing. I feel as the album goes on, there is songs in here. Like, I think the more I listen to it, the more I might really dig Unknown Place, 1 Second Is Enough, Magic Potion. They really have moments to them. And that's something I really enjoy, is they have moments where you can see sheer brilliance. Uh, but as a whole, what do I really like about this? I have to say this album is a very rocking album, and that's one thing I really enjoy about this, is how rocking it is. I think Steve Howe's guitar playing is spot on this album. I think this is the perfect mix of like old and new Yes, where you kind of at the beginning get kind of like that old Yes style John Anderson kind of floating through the universe kind of feel, and then you get, as the album goes on, it gets more rocking and just really delving into just some really great stuff. The bass playing, the drumming, everything just seems to work. And I hope that this continues with Yes. I know I've read enough kind of stuff on this before listening to it, where some people I think were a little harsh on it, at least from my listening, where I don't think it's the worst album Yes has ever done. I don't hate this current lineup of Yes. I know there is people out there that do. But I'm just glad we got a great record. This feels so much to me after listening to Open Your Eyes and then listening to Homeworld. It has that Homeworld feel where they brought back the wonder, the magic, the adventure, where you're not sure exactly what you're going to get out of this album, but when you hear it, you're like, this is not bad. This is more of what I want from Yes going forward, and that's at least my opinion. Because I don't think Rick Wakeman's walking through the door anytime soon. I don't think John Anderson is. It's Yes. And I think bands, as I've said, have different lineup changes, iterations. You might not like it, but it is what it is. Because if you really want to be technical, there is no original members of Yes left in the band. It's pretty much Steve Howe's the only constant at the moment, which Alan White spent a lot of time in the band. But I'm really interested to see where they go forward. I'm probably going to do a more in-depth, as I said, album review later. But at least from first impressions, I really like this record a lot. Now, did it lose a little bit of steam? I think some of the songs are just a little bit too long, but I think going through it with a more fine-tooth comb, I think I can figure out, is it just me at the moment, or is it more of a feeling about the album? But anyway, I have to say, Mirror to the Sky by Yes, 2 thumbs up. I enjoy this. I've been listening to it a few times, and just every time I hear it, I just find something new, just that I'm like, that's interesting. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. Once again, I have to say thank you guys so much for watching. This is Amir signing out. Peace.